beer that's so refreshing, light and delicate, modern taste. You like Schlitz. Light, 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 light. Schlitz.
What's the matter? Who's out there? And who are you?
I'm Dr. Bruno. I live down the road in the next house.
You mean in the Brandon place?
Yes.
I didn't know anyone had moved in.
My mother died last week.
Oh, I see. Well, look, I'm John York. Now, what is all this, please?
Where is the phone? The phone? We have to call the police.
Well, I'm very sorry, but the phone was disconnected this morning. I'm leaving on a long trip tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Dr. Booney, I'm afraid I cannot help you unless you tell me what the trouble is.
The car, you see?
Yes?
They tried to run me down when I got off the bus.
You mean deliberately?
Yes, deliberately.
Oh, well, we'll see about that.
No, please don't. I know it is.
You know who it is?
Yes, Mr. York, I'm a doctor, a psychiatrist. The man out there is one of my patients.
One of your patients? Well,
yeah.
If he's as dangerous as that, don't you think you ought to have him confined?
Yes, I intend to. Tomorrow I'm telling his family and making arrangements for his commitment.
I see. Does he know?
Yes, I told him this evening in my office. He became violently upset and threatened all sorts of things.
And you took a bus home at this hour? I'm sorry, but I find that very difficult to believe.
Oh, but I had to work late on paper, and my car is being repaired, and all of a sudden I realized I didn't have money enough for the taxi, that's why.
Well, you could have paid it when you got home, or your mother could have.
Well, my mother, she's in the country. I live alone there.
Oh, I see.
And besides, after the first shock, Mr. Blaine became quite docile. When he left me, there was nothing in his manner to indicate anything like this.
But what made him go to you in the first place? A woman psychiatrist. You must be a very good one.
Well, I'm quite successful, I guess. I work hard to the exclusion of everything else.
Well, why don't we just sit down for a little while? Maybe he'll go away.
Don't disturb, thank you.
Look, are you sure that it was Blaine? I mean, did you see his face?
Of course, I also recognize his car. I'm sorry to disturb you like this, but I saw the lights outside.
Well, yes, of course. What else could you do? Where else could you go? Yours is the nearest house, and that's over a block away.
I'm not all right.
No, it's not that. It's just I took a couple of sleeping pills. During my late wife's last sickness, I'd learned to do without sleep, but I really wanted to get some rest before tomorrow's trip.
Oh, you poor man.
Look, your patient, Blaine, can't possibly know that the phone was disconnected. He'll assume that we phoned the police and that they're on their way. He won't hang around here very much longer.
But he's a desperate man. I didn't realize fully how desperate.
Well, I think you're pretty safe. I'll get dressed and drive you home, and then you can call the police.
But the car is still here. When the police don't come,
Well, nothing's going to happen. I'll only be a minute.
Mr. York, do you have a gun?
No, but he's only one man.
But he's big and frightfully strong.
Well, in that case, I better get you home fast. In another half hour, I won't be able to fight my way through a paper bag.
Maybe I should make you a cup of coffee, huh?
Well, that's not a bad idea. Most of the stuff's been put away, but I think you'll find what you need.
All right. Mr. York! Mr. York!
What's happened?
He's at the back door.
He's on the prowl, all right. We better check all the windows to see if they're locked. Now, you take the living room, I'll get the others. Yes, now all we have to do is to wait him out.
Oh, by this time he must suspect the police are not coming, though.
Yes, but on the other hand, he doesn't know how many of us there are in the house. Now, what about some coffee?
Oh, it will be ready in a minute. Just an outside entrance. He can't possibly get into the house from there. Mr. York. Mr. York.
Yeah.
Mr. York, if you pass out, I don't know what I will do. Stand up, please, and try to walk, and talk to me. Tell me about your trip. How long will you be gone?
Oh, I don't know. Indefinitely. I have to rest and make up my mind what to do.
Can't you do it here? Running away doesn't help.
Well, everything here reminds me of Elizabeth. She was my whole purpose in life. Without her, I haven't any.
Every life has a purpose. What about your work? That should keep you occupied.
We were in real estate, and I sold out. Elizabeth was the brains of the family. She had a way with people.
Oh, you belittle yourself too much, Mr. York.
I never seemed to do anything right. Elizabeth had a little dog she was crazy about. Got away from me one night and got run over by a car. I'm afraid you're not in very good hands, Doctor. Everything left in my care died.
That's enough of that. Those pills are making you morbid as well as sleepy. Here, drink it.
I feel as if I had 40 drinks already.
The coffee will help.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. Only 20 minutes ago, I was begging for sleep. Have you ever suffered from insomnia, Doctor?
No, never.
Well, you're very fortunate. Look, tell me about the fellow outside.
Well, he's been receiving treatment for months now. When his wife left him last year, he completely fell apart.
Well, you can't blame him for that.
His wife left him for another man, Mr. York.
Oh, I see.
So Blaine fell into a state of depression. This affected not only his health, but also his career. He ceased to function, you see. Just recently began to communicate with people again. He even returned to his work.
You must have been very good for him.
Any good psychiatrist would have done as well. But tonight, everything backfired. In allowing him to transfer his emotion to the doctor.
You mean he fell in love with you?
Well, that's what he thought he did. This is a common occurrence in such cases.
In any event, he expressed his feelings and got slapped down.
That's it.
Of course, you're right. Well, you might as well sit down and relax. After a while, Blaine will give up and go away.
Oh, he's gone too far to do that.
That there are only two of us in the house now, so we can expect anything to happen. This door is the most vulnerable spot in the house. If he smashes that window, he can unlock the door and walk into the house like company in the afternoon.
What about the other windows?
Well, they all have small panes, not a large one like this.
Let's barricade the door.
No, that's no good. He'll still smash the glass.
Mr. York! Mr. York! Mr. York! Mr. York! Mr. York! Mr. York!
Say there, here he comes.
Happy Schlitz Day!
Schlitz Day? What's that?
It's your birthday, honey.
Here in the tavern with Schlitz.
Here's where you get refreshing lightness. Here's where you get refreshing Schlitz. You like Schlitz. Light, light Schlitz. Delicate flavor brewed for lightness.
Have a glass.
Have a glass.
You will get the kiss of the hops in every glass.
Every glass. Never bitter. That's what I like.
Won't leave you feeling full.
Schlitz Light because it's Schlitz Light.
Right. Ask for the beer that's so refreshing. Be a Schlitzer, be refreshed. You like Schlitz. Light, 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 Schlitz. Light, Schlitz.
Mr. York, Oh, Mr. York, here, sit up. Sit up and try to eat. If you put something in your stomach, it might help. Did you have dinner tonight? Well, still, that is hours ago. Here, I poured you some more coffee. Drink it. Drink as much as you can.
I must have passed out for a minute.
Well, not quite. If you had, I would have completely lost you.
I better take a look out front.
Oh, I just did. The car is still there, so he must be around someplace.
The garage.
What about the garage?
Well, all the tools are still there. You wait here. That he may not have gone near the garage, but just to be on the safe side.
What are you doing?
Now, as I open these, you enter them.
What?
There's nothing noisier than a falling tin can. We'll put these on all the windowsills. And if he tries to get in anywhere, we'll hear him.
And then what?
And a good clunk with this hammer, and our problems will be solved. Now keep them coming.
All right.
Cover us. At least we'll know if he gets in.
Yeah, I wish I knew what he's doing right now.
Look.
Let me talk to him. Mr. Blaine, it's Dr. Bruni. What do you want?
Please, Dr. Bruni. Please let me in. Please. Oh, please.
What's he saying?
I can't understand. Mr. Blaine, you have to talk louder.
I must see you, Dr. Bruni.
He wants to talk to me. He's crying.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yes. You see, in cases like this, extreme agitation is usually followed by a period of depression and remorse. This might be the break we need.
Remember, he was docile once before tonight.
Mr. Blaine, listen to me. I want you to go home. We will forget what happened tonight, and tomorrow morning we will have a long talk, all right?
The police are on the way. I think he's gone. Any coffee left?
Oh, it must be cold by now.
Let me he talk to understand?
No, antagonize him.
Well, what's that? Special delivery. Confirming reservations. Wait a minute.
What?
You see?
He's gone.
Yes, we've been wasting time. He thought the other car was the police. I'll have you home in 2 minutes.
All right. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
I hope we are not making a mistake.
Well, he may be back, but he's not here now, so let's go. Look, I think that you had better stay here while I start the car.
Yeah.
If he should suddenly show up, and just close the door.
And leave you out there alone? No, listen, this is my responsibility.
Don't argue. There's no time.
Maybe if you honk the horn, it would attract attention.
Since your mother's away, there's no one near enough to hear it. Should we want to go back in the house, or shall we make a run for your place?
But you will never make it.
Well, I'll try.
Are you sure you want to do that? Mr. York, maybe we should go back.
There's no point. We're halfway there. Come on. Why are you stopping?
Listen.
Maybe it's someone. Maybe it's help.
Shh. Look. There. It's him.
He's parking away from the house so as not to be seen.
Let's go back. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
We must keep running.
You get in here now. Go out of the front door and call the police from your house.
But you can't defend
Go
us.
on, do as I said.
God, the police, they are on their way.
The Schlitz Club is for everyone. It's any friendly place where Schlitz is served.
Ask for the beer that's so refreshing. Be a Schlitzer, be refreshed. You like Schlitz, right? Light, Schlitz. Light, Schlitz.
Wherever you find people, fun, and Schlitz, this is Schlitzerland, USA. How often it happens when good friends get together, everyone calls for Schlitz to top off the fun. Light, refreshing Schlitz belongs with good company and good times. Life is wonderful in Schlitzerland, USA.
Ask for the beer that's so refreshing. Be a Schlitzer, be refreshed. You like Schlitz.
And now, here is a scene from next week's story on your Schlitz Playhouse. Paul Douglas in The Honor System.
What a mug I am. Imagine a man like Castleberry in blackmail.
Dad, you...
Maybe you could tell him you got no father, huh? Tell him you were adopted when you were a baby.
Dad, I can't lie to him.
Well, tell him you don't want nothing to do with me. That wouldn't be lying. Tell him I'm an ex-con. I'm no good. That wouldn't be lying either.
Be sure to tune in every week on your Schlitz Playhouse. In the coming weeks, you will be seeing Louis Hayward, Ralph Meeker, Phyllis Avery, Alexis Smith, Paul Douglas, and Edmund O'Brien.
The Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company presents the Schlitz Playhouse of Stars. And here to introduce tonight's play is your star and hostess for the week.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Schlitz Playhouse of Stars, and I'm Wanda Hendricks. Our story this week proves a very important point of living. No matter what has gone before, what our age or circumstance, there's always hope for a new beginning if we look for it. And now, let me show you where I live in the story.